Hello everybody, Frozen Exploit here, and today I'm here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Now today is Wednesday, so I'm bringing you Kozmos. And Kozmos are a cool deck profile that is kind of like a mix between the Wizard of Oz and Star Wars type themes. So we definitely have some crazy mixtures here, and we're going to go over it. Before I start this video, guys, I would really appreciate it if you left a like down below and subscribed for more content like this. So now, without further ado, let's get on to the deck profile. Starting out for our Kozmo monsters, we have 3 Kozmo Forerunner. This is your basic giant beater of the deck that's really easy to get out. It looks like the Millennium Falcon to me a little bit. Its effect is it can't be targeted by an opponent's card effects, which is really good. During your standby phase, you gain 1,000 life points. I guess that's to counteract like Farm Girls and Good Witch's effects, which all require you to pay life points. And lastly, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish it from your graveyard and special summon one level 6 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck. So basically, for a contingency plan, if it's ever destroyed, you can get any other Kozmo monster from your deck by simply banishing it. Next up, we have 2 Kozmo Slip Rider, the only Kozmo we're running 2 of because I just don't see it as viable as the others. It's a level 5, it looks like an X-Wing to me, and when it's normal or special summoned, you can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy it, so basically it's good for popping cards. And if it's destroyed by battle or card effects, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck. So if this card is destroyed, you get Kozmo Good Witch or Kozmo Farm Girl. Next up, with Kozmos, I'm going to skip the cards in between for now. We have Kozmo Good Witch, which is obviously like the Good Witch from the Wizard of Oz, and during either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 5 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand. This is really good effect because you can banish it during the battle phase. You can attack with Good Witch, banish it, special summon Forerunner or Slip Rider, pop a card, or it's just really good. And its next effect is you can pay 500 life points and target one face-up monster your opponent controls and change it to face-down defense position, which is a decent effect, I guess. You won't be using it that often, but it can come in handy. Next up for our last Kozmo monster, we have Kozmo Farm Girl. This card is like $50 or $60 right now. It's ridiculously expensive, but it deserves to be expensive because it's a very good card. This card starts all your OTKs. Its effect is during either player's turn, you can banish it, special summon one level 4 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand, and yes, that includes during the battle phase. So you can summon Farm Girl, attack with it, banish, summon Good Witch, attack with it, banish, summon Forerunner, limiter removal, attack with Forerunner, GG. It's a really good deck, and it would be even better if limiter removal was at 3, but hey. And its other effect is when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can add one Kozmo monster from your deck to your hand by paying 500 life points. So that lets you search for that Good Witch or Forerunner that you need to keep your OTKs going, so it's super consistent. Now for our monsters that aren't Kozmo, we have one Thunder King Ryo. Just a bit of anti-meta splashed in there because it really helps out, and it's a light, so it works with our next card, Honest. You have to run 2 of these. This card's so OP considering every Kozmo monster is light. The only non-light monster we run in here is Serene Psychic Witch. Speaking of the Psychic Witch, this card's effect is kind of slow, but it can definitely be useful because this is a slower version of the build. We're running Generation Shift after all. And so when this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can remove from play one Psychic-type monster with 2,000 or less attack from your deck, and then during the next standby phase, special summon the monster. So that can help bring out monsters. You can go for another Psychic Witch or something, I don't even know. But it just helps you OTK. And lastly, we have Yuki Usagi, not just because this is an awesome hand trap. 1, it's a tuner. 2, it's light, so it works with Honest. 3, it's an E-Tele target because it's a Psychic-type monster. And, well, I guess those are the only good points, but that's a lot of good points. This is a wonderful tech in the deck. It's not absolutely necessary, but I definitely think it makes the deck a lot better. Now on to spells. We have a huge spell lineup here of 18 spells. We have 1 Raigeki, 2 Sacred Swords of 7 stars. I'm thinking of tuning this down since we do only run 1 level 7, that's Kozmo Forerunner. 1 Dark Hole. I would have run 2, but Raigeki kind of covers. We got 1 Soul Charge, 3 Upstart. Don't run Duality with this because you won't be able to OTK much. Only 1 Terraforming because I find that the field spell that comes with this deck doesn't do well when it's super consistent like that. I really only like running 1 Terraforming because it's less cloggy, and after all, you can search it with Good Witch because it's add 1 Kozmo card, not 1 Kozmo monster. 1 Limiter Removal, OTK Arama. 1 Forbidden Lance, 2 Emergency Teleport. You can run 3, but 2 has been working out pretty well for me, actually. Yeah. Next we have 2 Double Cyclone, kind of an odd choice, but basically, Kozmo Town has an effect that when it's destroyed, you can search a card, so you can pop Kozmo Town and then pop a card your opponent controls. And lastly, Kozmo Town itself. I've been talking about it a lot, but you probably don't know what it does. So once per turn, you can target one of your banished Kozmo monsters, return it to the hand, and if you do, lose life points equal to its original level times 100. So that's an okay effect, I guess. Well, this effect is better. It's kind of a refresh effect. You can reveal any number of Kozmo monsters and shuffle them into the deck, and then draw cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled. So if you have anything you don't need, like maybe you have like 3 Forerunners in your hand, get rid of 2 of them and refresh your hand. And lastly, its effect that I was talking about that goes with Double Cyclone is if it's destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. And that includes another Kozmo Town. I don't know why you do that, but hey. Next up, we're running 4 traps. We have 1 Bottomless and 1 Torrential. You can change those up. Those are just my staples. And Generation Shift. A kind of weird card, but it goes with this kind of slower build of the deck. So its effect is destroy 1 face-up monster you control, add 1 card from your deck to your hand with the same name as the destroyed card. This works really well with Kozmo Forerunner or Slip Rider because when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish it to special summon 1 level 6 or lower Kozmo monster. So not only do you get to this basically just helps the OTK. If you don't have the limiter removal, you just have Farm Girl and Generation Shift, it's an instant OTK. So basically, Farm Girl, attack, go into Good Witch, attack, go into Forerunner, activate Generation Shift, and Forerunner gets to get back Slip Rider, Good Witch, or Farm Girl to attack again. And you get an extra Forerunner in your hand just in case you need it. Now onto the extra deck. Sorry, this is kind of a long episode, guys. We have 1 Hyper Psychic Blaster. I just put it in here because it is a psychic deck after all, and it does help you gain life points. 1 Crimson Blader, pretty typical level 8. This card can shut down very many decks. Moonlight, Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Pixie Dragon. You really don't see this card that often, but it works with the deck. After resolving a field spell card that was activated during your turn, draw a card, so it helps with consistency. And once per turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster on the field, destroy that target, but you can only do that when there's a field spell on the field. Next up, we have 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, which works very well with field spells too, and 1 HTS Psyhemoth. This is a very stupid move. Run Go-Yo Guardian. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so sorry about that. So let me just grab that real quick. And for our Xyz, we have 1 Dracosac. You can run Big Eye. I like Dracosac better. 1 Dark Rebel, Castell, Exciton Knight, Cowboy, Leviathan Dragon for your level 3s, Wind Up Zen Mains, and Fortune Tune. Well guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. And I hope you have fun using this Kozmo deck profile. I think it's pretty quirky and it can oak TK pretty well. And I guess that's it. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.